It's delayed. Like, really delayed. I am so sorry for anyone who might have come on earlier on. So this is just a wee update and a little apology for this being delayed tonight. Sorry about that. So Sláinte to those who will watch this back maybe and think, what the hell was I doing at 9 o'clock waiting? And then all of a sudden he's on at 10. Generally wasn't expecting to be this late. I told a couple of people I was definitely on, and I actually lost a password to get into my computer, which wasn't very helpful. So look, I'm on now, which is great, and oh my god, we've actually got people. Well, do you know what? Since how people are here, I'm going to say, William, good evening. Mark, good evening. Connor, good evening. Wayne, good evening. And whoever put the love heart up on the screen, here, hold on. 2 love hearts. You don't need to love me that much. Or is that a like? It's a thumbs up. And a love heart. That's Daryl. That's very kind of you. It's been a busy day. Been a busy day for Ireland, hasn't it? So much whiskey chat going on. Well done to Hinch for ruining Twitter. You've absolutely destroyed Twitter. Twitter just got destroyed there. Congratulations. People getting to taste the Hinch spirit. Wow. Unbelievable. Anthony, thank you very much. That's really kind of you to say so. On that note, Anthony, I clearly obviously love you. Katie's good crack also. The whole team at IW are great crack. And that's Irish Whiskey Auctions that I'm talking about. So yeah, so I'll put that up because that's really nice. Thank you. And Nicholas also. Graham Hawkins. No comment. Just that we making sure everyone knows you're there. Graham, it's good to see you. 19 people at this time of night. Liam Foley. Yes, unreal. And Tommy. Yes, good stuff. Look, I am so sorry. Genuinely sorry for being late. And it was my fault. And I was scrambling around doing lots of things, trying to find a password to get myself back online here. So we're back online. A couple of announcements. I have been trying very hard to get the tickets back online. And for some reason, the back end just hasn't been working properly. So we've got a couple of people now who are dedicated to try and make sure the tickets go back on sale. So yeah, Connor, listen, don't be daft. I'm sure there's millions of things to do. But some big announcements. So this is exclusive. This is an exclusive announcement. So if you want to hear this and you live anywhere close to Belfast or you want to come to Belfast for the festival, boom, that's great. You can definitely do that 100%. There is no bullshit now. Anywhere we're doing filming, anywhere where we're doing live tastings, you can come to those events. And we're not gonna stand by anymore and pussyfoot about the actual event itself. Look, we're doing live tastings. It's all going to be broadcast. Everyone's going to get the opportunity to watch it. But if you want to come here, you want to come to Belfast, you can now. So great news. Our partners, major partners within the festival, the Hastings Group Hotel Group, who own in the city centre of Belfast, the Grand Central and Europa, as well as just on the outskirts, they own the Clandy Boy, and sorry, not the Clandy Boy. Oh my God, I'm going to get shot. Someone can shoot me just now. The Culloden. There you go, the Culloden. And also Storm Hotel, just outside of Belfast. Those hotels, hopefully you guys will, if you're coming from Dublin or you're coming from around the world and you want to come here during the festival, you can use those hotels. Really excited to announce that we have we have those hotels now open, so they can take bookings, and we have a passcode for you guys to use. All right, so please come to Belfast. Why not, for the crack? I think if you're in Dublin and you want something to do, you're guaranteed that you can come here for a couple of nights. Really good discounts on the hotels. Also, on the Friday the 23rd, for those in the industry, if people are watching this, and I haven't spoken to you yet because I'm going round so many distillers just now having conversations. If I haven't mentioned this already, we're having an industry awards dinner on the 23rd. That's Friday the 23rd in the Europa. All right, and that's definitely happening. That's definitely happening now. So 100%. We weren't sure beforehand if that was going to go ahead, but we've got the go ahead to have an industry awards gala dinner. That's something that the festival was always going to have. It was the opening part of the festival, and we were meant to close with an exhibition on the final day. So that won't be happening this year, the exhibition, but we're definitely having a gala dinner. So well done. There's going to be some passes there that actually include some of the tickets for the gala dinner. So you might be one of the lucky ones if you purchase one of the passes to come along to the gala dinner. Keep a wee eye on those passes when they finally, at some point, go live again. All right, will be great crack. It's a 5-course meal with 5 different whiskies. Looking forward to having people, from the industry, as I said, turning up and getting involved. Really excited to have lots of different brands now, queuing up to come to the festival, which has been nice. And listen, I'm being blown away genuinely by a lot of the people who are really excited to come to the festival to present. So I'm glad it's good timing for you, Nicholas. Evening, Michael, how are we? James, good to see you again. Stephen, yes. Come to Belfast is right, Tim. And yes, the Bali Galley is just outside of Larne. Yep, you're quite right. I suppose outside of Belfast. And then we've obviously got the Slieve Donard. We've got the Everglades as well as part of the same group. Wayne, I'm not too sure if you can afford to come to the gala dinner. You have to buy one of those big passes. I'm not too sure. Evening, Shamini, how are we? So that's big news. 100% massive news for us. I reckon, is to make sure that we all know who our partners are. Other big news just got confirmed, and I think I mentioned the other day, that we're looking at lots of different brands from around the globe. We've talked about, we've got 5 different brands coming from Australia. It's really nice to see some of these brands now coming from Scotland. I would love to say that we've just brought on Douglas Laings from Scotland, so they've now just come on board, which I think is an absolutely fantastic coup for the festival. Those that don't know Douglas Laings, they are one of Scotland's largest independent bottlers. Great stuff to come from them. So they're going to be doing 2 tastings. Conor Winders, big news is just that every event that we have is live in Belfast. So every event, as physical in Belfast, you can come to every event that we are hosting. You can come. We are not going to tell you to come. Everything will still be sent to you. But if you want to come, you're going to bring your box. You're going to come to the tasting. And also, and I just announced that we had Douglas Laing have now signed up for the festival. So, there's some big distilleries there. So far, and well done for all these Irish distilleries. So far, there's only one Irish distillery has said no to the project. That's one Irish distillery has said no. But there's a couple that have not come back to me yet. Just a couple that are waiting patiently to probably say no, probably. But I don't mind if they say no, because here, listen, we can't really. The festival's clearly not for everybody, if that's the case, and I understand that. But to be honest, it would be nice just to hear a yes or no from some of them. But here, I'm going to, in fact, I'll read out the list, and we're going to start seeing. We're actually going to post in the next couple of days. So starting from tomorrow, we're going to see. From tomorrow, we're going to see all of the distilleries so far being announced, and we'll do that via Instagram and on Facebook. And then, as of Monday, we might actually end up having a couple of launches next week. It might not just be the 2 Monday and Wednesday. I might end up having a couple more. There's a couple of new releases that are coming out, so some guys want to come back on and talk about them, and I think that's only fair that Hinch get to have a wee yarn for about. I'm going to probably give him about 20 minutes airtime, Jamie. Probably because I'm not very good at the Twitter malarkey. And we'll also have Dave from Dingle's going to be on talking about the new Dingle release, which I believe is released tomorrow morning. Well done to Dingle. And then we've got Matt Healy, and again talking about the Boan project. So no doubt we've got a couple of people, but then we've got lots of new names. So introducing Lambay will be interesting. So thank you very much for coming on board. Sleeve League are back involved, so we'll see Sleeve League on the launcher very soon. We're going to see, Pierce Pierce Lyons, excellent news that they're coming on board. Fantastic. And we're also going to be seeing some really new kind of independent bottlings out there that are going to be joining us. So look, there's a mass amount of people to start bringing onto the show. I really can't wait to have the Scotch Malt Whisky Society on as well. Lots of people still to come on here and talk about what's going on. A couple of really independent businesses that are that are involved as well. Probably names that you've never heard of, which I think is great. Yeah, and just keep a wee eye on that Instagram account and watch, and the Facebook account, and watch all of those distilleries being announced. Name and shame them. Well, do you know, William, it's one of those positions. You know, we've been fair. We've written to as many as we can think of, and any names that have been dropped to us, we've gone out the road to mention. You know, that there's a lot of really good brands and distilleries out there who have come back very quick and spoken about, you know, what's what, and they've asked lots of questions. So Glendalough, again, great to see them on board. Thank you very much for Donal and Gary coming on board for that. And you know, you're kind of looking at all these different distilleries and brands thinking, you know, what's going on. Some of them are owned by massive corporates. So here, let's really, you know, let's think about this logically. Those that are not talking are those that are owned by big corporates. And it's just because, I guess it's because they've got layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of management to go through. Whereas it's actually been really nice. And again, Powers Court Distillery involved now, which is really nice to see. So great on them also. Yeah, it would just be interesting just to see what some of the reasons for. And I know that, Connor, you're saying, why did the one distillery say no already? If I told you it was because they just didn't think Belfast Whisky Festival was the right fit for them, that's the answer. It was plain and simple. And I thought, do you know what, that is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna cry about it. Well done, Michael. And it was released today also. Very, very quiet release, wasn't it, Michael? And I noticed you've said that also. I was talking to Shane about this. It could have been a lot bigger. And look, they'll get the chance to come on here and talk about that also. You know, we're going to be very, you know, fair to everyone who's been releasing product recently. Can you be my Twitter? Oh, right, yeah. Okay, here, listen. I don't even have, listen, here, I don't have the kit for the Twitter tasting. That's why, look, I think Jamie understands I'm not very good at the Twitter thing. I'm not good at it at all. I've got so many things on right now that Twitter is my least of my concerns. Stephen Quinn, sorry if it's been said, how much discount is there for hotel rooms? Well, I can't tell you what, I can tell you the room rates, if that helps. So room rates are going to be for a double room per night over the festival will be £100 per double room in the Europa. Does that help? I'm not sure what that discount looks like, what that means in terms of percentages, but I believe that's a really good price for the Europa Hotel for a double room. So there you go, £100. Some of those rooms are being kept over just now for the festival for some people, particularly some of the presenters, particularly the people that are travelling up to present in Belfast. You know, some of those rooms are being kept for them at the moment. There you go. Krispy Kreme. Liam, what's Krispy Kreme? Oh, we're talking about the donuts. Are you talking about the donuts? There's so many here. Go with Sarah Kennedy, 20%. Yeah, it must be something like that ish, whatever that is. But you know, it's a decent price, I believe, to pay for the. And I think if you went, I think the Stormont Hotel might be slightly even cheaper. I think it might have been. I think I saw £85 per night, and that includes breakfast. And here, one of the best things about anyone who's ever stayed at Hasten Group Hotel, you know, these are really, you know, these are the creme de la creme kind of hotels here in Northern Ireland. And you know, these rooms all come with breakfast, and in the morning you can have your porridge and Bushmills. I mean, you know, Bushmills is on tap in the in the breakfast lounge, you know, for that. So yeah, so lots of lots of things happening there in that respect. So again, lots of distilleries that have come on board. I'm just just trying to even remember them, but it will be nice to see them all lined up. Anyone who's ordered T-shirts are being printed up next week. So the T-shirts are being printed up. What I would say is, if you don't have a T-shirt already, then these T-shirts are pretty cool. Just to give an idea, they've got the Belfast Whisky Week logo on the chest, but on the back is a little bit, it's a little bit like a festival, a music festival with all the band lineups. So all the different distilleries and brands are lined up, you know, as if they were at a music festival, a concert or something. That looks pretty cool on the back of the T-shirt. And yes, John McDonald, this is live. John, it's live, and I'm so sorry because genuinely I'm so late. I'm so delayed because of losing my password. And listen, you know, tonight was just mental. Irish whiskey was blown up all over the place. And I'll be honest, for those that know me, I don't really want to mess around on a Wednesday night, because actually, you know, Sergie's program's absolutely brilliant, and tonight I just really loved it. So great input again from Teeling, Clonakilty. Well done to Teeling, well done to Clonakilty for their input tonight. Great to see Sabine then from Lambay on also. Well done, guys. Absolutely brilliant to get that conversation. It was a really conversation. And here, anyone notice that great guy Seamus Lowry? He was on there also. You know, Seamus was he was on fire, wasn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's some lad. And yeah, I thought it was very well hosted. The two co-hosts were absolutely great tonight. So yes, I've been trying to say my Wednesday should start a little bit later. That 9 o'clock start on a Wednesday, you know, was what I was aiming for. You know, and as I watched Sergie's show, got to the end of Sergie's show, and I was like, right, I better get on, and I just couldn't get on. So I'm so sorry for being late. Cheers, John, for your patience. Great to see you, Rab. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Go Storm it cheaper, and you'll get the glider bus right to the city centre. Wow, Kenny, you're on point here. Listen, good hotel. Storm Hotel is great. So yeah, it's really, you know, I'm just buzzing for it now. I'm absolutely buzzing, knowing that we're going to have. Look, you get your pack, come to it. You know what I mean? Come to the events. But if you want, I'm sure there'll be a couple of tickets. There won't be that many tickets available to the public for the gala dinner. It will be offered out to the industry first, you know, out to all the different distilleries, all the different component parts of the whiskey community. Okay, and that'll be from buyers, retailers, ambassadors, through to their distilleries, to owners. You know, we've got obviously one of our other partners for the festival is the Willis Insurance Group, and those guys, they obviously insure some of the distilleries here in Ireland. So there's lots of different component parts of it. Connor Winders and apps. Connor Winders, indeed. You know, Connor. You know, we need. What you were meant to be on here. You need to come on to the Sancha. You know, you need to be on here. I've told you this before. We need to get you on this bit here. We need to talk about this app. It's very, very important. How important the Irish Whiskey app is to everyone. And if it can be integral into the festival, that's what we're trying to hope for right now. There's definitely a way in which that can happen. So Connor, yes, totally agree, and we'll get your wee name and your wee winky face, of course, 100%. Influencer's my fucking hole, Kit. Influencer's my hole. Remember what I've said about this? I am not an influencer. So see anyone try to send me something for me to talk about, it's just not happening. If you want to come and talk about it, just come and talk about it, and we'll just discuss it. But you don't need to send me anything. I didn't get the. I wasn't an influencer. I didn't get one of those influencing packs. Don't worry about that. It wasn't me. So yeah, you're an influencer, Kit. You are the influencer. You are, and Lenny. Oh, I'm sure it is. Rab, I am all right. I hope you're all right. I really miss meeting up with you. Is that right, Liam? Do you want to hear? There's a wee thing. I did say, and we did have Macmira on the show. So look, Macmira have got their Confirmed and in the bag. So again, just make sure that people are aware of this. Confirmed and in the bag. We have 4 confirmed in the bag at this point in time. Festival bottles. There's a bottling from Macmira. There's a bottling from Cologne. There's a bottling from Bowan. And there's a bottling from Ecklenville. Okay, there are 4 at the moment confirmed 100% bottlings. That's definitely happening. Some of them might be 700ml bottles, some might be 500ml bottles. They are all roughly in around about 100 to 150 bottle releases. You know, keep an eye on them. You know, you will only be able. John McDougall, don't be mincing words. It'll be I don't know. They haven't told me, so I don't know if it's an Ecklenville liquid because they haven't told me, or if it's a Dunville's release. I don't care what it is. And do you know what? You know, I don't really care. I care that they're doing something, which is really good. Yeah, 100%. We should be getting a pint. So you're quite right, Rob. But you know, so there we are. I mean, did Bali Keith come on board? Lenny, I don't know if Bali Keith have come on board as of yet. They might have been one of the ones that have not responded to me specifically. So if someone who knows anyone from Bali Keith is going to talk to Bali Keith and say, listen, what is a crack? Are you going to have a conversation? Nay, bar. I don't know. I'm sure you will take them all, John. But John, you have to be involved in the festival. You have to turn up. You have to like buy them directly. We're not selling the whiskies, remember. So we're not doing that. It's down to the distilleries. You know, that's what they're up to. You know, that's what they're doing. Oh, and listen, some other big news. How about this, right? And listen, I want people's reaction to this. Is this possible? Is this possible? Shall we do a Redbreast Dream Cask tasting of all 4 releases of the Dream Cask? And if we do, what other 2 liquids do we put with it? You know what I mean? But look, if we did the 4 releases, so we've got a Dream Cask is coming. We know it's coming. We saw that beautiful purple light. So if we did the 32, the 20, the 28, and whatever this is, should we do it? Should we try and get that done? It would be expensive, like. It would be an expensive tasting. There's no doubt about it. I mean, at the moment, the Redbreast 32 is up to £3,000, give or take pennies, isn't it? It's going crazy money. The 20 and around about 900. The 28-year-old is now topping 1,200, 1,300. I mean, who knows what the next one's going to do? But do people think we should do that? Also, here, and I know I was really nice to everybody, and we did the Bushmills tasting. We did all 9 of those Causeway Collection bottles, apart from the UK release, which was only 168 bottles released. Yeah, I want to know who the hell has managed to open one and drink one, because I'm going to open one for the festival. Stuff it. We're going to open that one Fleurette. I've never even heard of the cask. Don't even know where the cask come from. It sounds like a pile of mince to me. I wonder if it tastes like absolute mince also. We'll just find out, eh? You know, we'll see. We shall see. I'm up for trying it. You know, I'm up for just opening it and see what it tastes like. Are people up for the Redbreast tasting? It would be a Dream Cask spectacular. I've done Dream Cask tastings, compared, 2 at a time. Never done 3 at a time. I doubt very much anyone's ever done 4 at the time. That would be a tremendous tasting, I think. So yeah, look, there's lots of like those kind of independent tastings that will take place in the festival. We've got the 2 pre-1980 Scotch tastings, which if you know Scotch or like Scotch or want to know Scotch and want to understand old Scotch, the guys that we're doing the tastings with, they're just going to give you so much information about it. It's the same with the pre-1980s and pre-1970s Irish whiskey tastings that we've got on the go this year. Again, you're going to get mass amounts of information, so much information. And the chances of you ever drinking them, ever, pretty damn slim. So I make no bones about it. I'm now in full rampant mode about how important some of these tastings are. They are super insofar as that they are just not done anywhere else. Is there an SMWS? There's potentially 2 SMWS tastings. Yes, that is happening. So they're at least doing one, and I'm expecting them to come on board with a specific idea I have, which I would like them just to get involved with. Yeah, so look, not interested. Oh, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I understand, Michael. I understand, son. The Whiskey Exchange 13. James, man, I mean, that's a massive expenditure. That would be totting up the actual cost of these redbreasts at this point in time it's just mad. It's just mad how we could do that, But look, I think it's something that we need to do. There's a sweary word there from Stephen Quinn. We'll get it up there quickly. That was it. Okay, you're in on that. Hi, sure. Okay, John, you're funny. You're funny. Yes. Okay, you're cute. Mate, I know, and look, I was driving around picking up all those dream casks because, look, to be honest, trying to make people were just taking the proverbial, increasing the price, double, 3 times as much. It's only money, Paul. I know. Could you imagine? It's only money. I know. It's only money. But yeah, we need to be. We need. Yes. So look, there's just so much happening now, and for the life of me, I am really busy on that. But look, next week I think we've got at least we've definitely 2 slaunches next week. Do not be worrying about that. We might have 3, we might have 4 slaunches next week, but because there's lots of information now to go through, and you're now going to see. I don't know if you've been seeing some of our posts, but you're going to see a constant barrage of posts now for the festival. It's been really nice to see so many people from around the world, really getting involved in the festival already and contacting and saying how do they get on board. I can see that our presence in South America, well done to the guys out in Argentina. Those guys are really pushing the festival. Do you know what I mean? I'd say I've seen a lot more communication coming from the guys in Argentina than here in Belfast. So fair play to them. Well done. I'm excited for that. Do you know what there is going to be? And here, this is we're just talking about some of the interesting tastings. Okay, 2 seconds, James. What do you mean? Get the 2 silent distillery bottles for a tasting? What do you mean by that? Explain to me. Is that what do you mean? The 2 silent distillery bottles for a tasting? Explain to me what you mean by that. Okay, and we'll come back to it. There's going to be lots of Independentation. So we have the Friends of Bruichladdich tasting. That's a bonus. We have a bastardized version of the Irish Whiskey Society tasting set that we're going to be doing. We have, we've got there's a cask strength. There's a cask strength tasting based on 12 years plus cask strength tasting. There's a couple of pairings. There's a beer and whiskey pairing from 3 different distilleries with their beers and the whiskies that use the beer casks. That'll be really interesting. We've got, I told you, I mean, if you're local, you're going to get the cheese, the chocolate ones that we're on to the chocolate tastings. That'll be a worldwide tasting set. The Blakes of the Hollows, oh God, people are giving me some random ideas. These are just, right, so Middleton Silent Distillery. All right, I get it now. Oh my God. I could probably go and buy the bottle. The problem here would be that would people pay the shop price? I don't think so. So yeah. Look, I meant the silent. Listen, there's an actual Scottish release called Silent Distilleries as well. So I was kind of like wondering what they were. I mean, I know the Middleton have got those 2 big boys out there. Everyone knows. I mean, if I went and bought it, would people actually fricking pay for it? That's the question. Yes, indeed, indeed. Like I know, who knows? I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to be said for these bottles and who will own them in the end and where they'll all go. A power single cask tasting would be immense. That's already happening, Gareth. We're already doing a power. We're doing there's a power single cask tasting taking place. Yep, that's already on the go. There's a look at the. There's a look at the green spots again. We'll obviously be looking at the green spots, but the Bush Mills has a lot to offer. There's plenty of work there to be done. So yeah, I'm really excited. Having heard what a lot of the distilleries want to do in terms of their own tastings, I would say a lot of the guys who are going to start exploring their own liquid, that's really nice. I think this festival alone, we're talking about legacy. We're talking about where we're coming from, where we're going, and a lot of these distilleries are starting to produce their own spirit. And I think the conversation needs to be about that. And we need to start tasting, these new spirits and making our own mind up where we're going to start purchasing, purchasing the whiskies from in the future. When will we know? Okay, so look, this. Yeah, there's a cocktail. There's 2 cocktail sessions, 100% kit. 2 cocktail sessions already, and they're pre-booked already. So there might be more, but there's definitely 2 at the moment. So we definitely have 2 cocktail sessions. When will we know when and where our tastings will take place? Right. So the idea at the moment is quite specific. You have, for anyone who's bought a pass, and Stephen, it's maybe because you've bought a pass, but there'll be people who haven't even been able to buy a ticket yet because of those early bird passes were then taken off the option to purchase. So the idea is that we will tell you in advance what your pack includes, and once you know what your pack includes, you'll then be able to go and purchase a ticket from the individual tickets that are on sale. So the idea is that we let you know in advance. We won't release individual tickets for individual tastings until you are clear, so that everyone who has bought, okay, so there are lots and lots of people who purchased those tickets already. They need to know what they're getting. Okay, so look, that's what it is. We're going to the early bird people have that option. Okay, now what I would say is those that buy passes post that early bird round, okay, you won't know exactly what you've got in your packs. Okay, but what will happen is that they'll be randomized, and then what will happen is if it was the exact same one, then you'll get your refund back on the ticket that you've purchased. Okay, so just in case you've went and bought a ticket for X, and X is in your pack, you'll get the refund back. So we'll be doing that. How much will it cost to do everything plus the hospital pass? Well, the hospital pass is free, I think. Especially if you're up here in Belfast just now, getting your fill. Because we have a lovely NHS working for us up here in the north at the moment. So you're dead on there. They're doing really well. How much did it cost? Look, I mean, there was a figure, and it's whether or not that figure is now getting even bigger. But I don't think so. I think it will be. Yeah, I can't. I mean, we're going to rework on that figure because there was 2 figures. There's a figure for the silver pass and a figure for the gold pass. That just needs to be clarified, okay? And we will. Do you know what? We'll have that even clarified even later on tonight. Maybe going in tomorrow morning. But I don't want to put people's hopes up if that's not the case. If we don't do it right. But look, there is the option. There's a couple of people out there who are continuously asking me the question because I know they want to. They want to buy every option available to them. Those passes will include specifically our festival bottlings. They will include access to the dinner. We'll give them access to come to the dinner if they so wish. Along with all the other tastings that we can have, and it'll also include, by the way, what's that word? What do you call that? Delivery. Oh, another big bit of news, and I nearly forgot it there. I'm glad I just remembered because I said delivery. Listen, just want to say, listen, congratulations to Anzac. All right, so Anzac are a wholesaler here who distribute and also do sales, and they also do promotion of different brands in the north. They also have their online presence, but they work with lots of different retail outlets here in Northern Ireland. They've now come on board as a partner, which is really handy. So if people are smart here, when you start to purchase your tickets for individual boxes, you will have the option in the north or anywhere really. If you wanted to do this, you could still do it, but you can deliver your package in the north to one of the retail outlets. That will reduce your delivery cost at least 90%. That you'll be reducing your delivery cost, okay, which is really nice. And we've got, at the moment, I think we'd agree there's at least 9 specific retail outlets in the north. A couple of them run along the border. Okay, so if you're close to the border in the south, you might want to nip up and come and grab your packs from there. But these packs will then be delivered to those stores, and you can collect from there. Also, if you live in certain parts of the world, you have the same option. Okay, so there's going to be hubs in different parts of the world where you will be able to get your boxes sent to, and specifically it will reduce because there'll be zero charge initially. So that's zero delivery charge to certain areas in the world. Once you get there and they're distributed from those areas, you'll then pay a small local fee for that delivery. Okay, you'll go and collect it and you'll pay a small pickup fee. But it's absolutely brilliant because what we're able to do is send out massive amount of product to big cities around the world without having all those charges that we normally find. So big news actually. So well done, and well done for Anthony down at IWA or Irish Whiskey Auctions making all that happen. But actually, great news for Anzac Group. Thank you very much for the hard work that Nathan's put in, and also to Karen and Gary. So it's great news, absolutely brilliant. And look, if we can do the same for the guys in Scotland and maybe in London also, maybe some of the other parts of England, we'll try that. We definitely have it in different parts of the world though. So if you're in America and some of the states there, well done, congratulations. Same in Australia. If you're in Tasmania, Sydney and Melbourne, great news there. And if you are let me think, if you're in South Africa, we're just going to confirm on that one. But if you're also in Germany and potentially in Sweden, we haven't worked that one out yet. But there's lots of different places around the world where this will definitely be helping. Okay. Yes, get your jabs, Get your jabs in. Do you bring your own bottle? Stop it now, kid. Stop it now. Okay, so look, that was it tonight. I'm so sorry for the delay. Hope there's a lot of news there that you can get your teeth into. Let's recap, okay? Recap on the big news. 1, every tasting that we do, you can come to. There's number 1. Number 2, okay, Europa Hotel and the Hastings Group hotels, okay, that are available to us. There's a discount now. We have a code. You'll be given that as a participant. I'm not going to give it over air so people can just randomly put it, but you'll be given a discount code. You'll get that emailed to you. You can book your hotels. We're also going to have our gala dinner. Is 100% going ahead on the 23rd. That's Friday the 23rd of July. That goes ahead in the Europa. We have got 4 confirmed bottlings. Anything between 100 and 150 bottles of these are being released by the distilleries themselves, by the brands themselves. They're doing it. Okay, you'll be able to purchase them only as participants of the festival. Okay, and look, the big names on board at the moment. So it's Scotch Malt Whisky Society, it's Douglas Laing's. It's great to see some Irish whiskey brands, who I didn't think would even, be here this year, which is great. So again, Lambay, welcome. Great to see Pierce Lyons, welcome. Glendalough on board. We've got, who else? Powers Court, yeah, super stuff. Sleeve League, excellent. We've got the Red Earl, we've got WD O'Connell. So many of these brands that are just, yeah, do you know, they're making such an impression at the moment. And then obviously we've got the stalwarts, we've got the Dingle, and we've got the, they've got Boan, and we've got Ecklenville, and Shortcross, which is new to the game, Copeland, Hinch. There's so many of them. Do you know what I mean, that we've got? And I genuinely cannot wait to announce all of the Australian distilleries. We're going to try and do that together. We've also got, in fact, next week's going to be busy in terms of the Sláinte series, because we're going to announce all of the commentators, hopefully. So we're actually going to introduce you to the commentators, and let you all see who's going to be commentating and presenting, co-hosting, really, the festival. Because it's not going to be me. You will not see me for 9 full days straight, 12 hours at a time, commentating. That's just mental. I might do one show a day or something. But so many people that are getting involved, and yeah. So look, Macmira are clearly flying the flag for the Europeans. They've come up and stepped up with their festival bottle, and also their 2 tasting sets that they're going to be doing. So really great to see that. Hype is rising. Is that right? Is the hype rising? I have no idea. I don't know. I think like we're getting there. Look, it's very quick. Like this point, this is the time when it now happens. Everything happens at this point. So from today, it just now keeps on snowball. I can't really stop it now. It's in a free for all. But yeah, it's very it's great. It's very busy. We're on schedule just now. Yeah, looking forward to it. So listen, thank you. Listen, that would be mental. And listen, Guinness Book of Records, we tried to get them involved. It's not even a joke. We tried to get them involved last year because we wanted to quantify the largest whiskey tasting, virtual whiskey tasting, and they wouldn't quantify it. They wouldn't come on board because they said it wasn't something that they were able to do, which is kind of disappointing. But look, I called some. I want to call this as it is. I do think, yeah, well, they probably are as well, John. I want to call this as what it is. I do believe that we are, and I will say it, we are the world's largest Irish whiskey festival, based on the amount of Irish whiskey brands and distilleries that are involved this year. I also think that we are definitely Ireland's largest whiskey festival. I hope to see in the future, very much so, I hope to see Dublin Live, and I hope to see the Whiskey Social here in Belfast. I want to see these events. They're very important. But, if they're not happening this year, great opportunity for the brands, to really, put a lot of effort into this festival, because actually, it's maybe the only thing they can do this year in Ireland. So that would be nice if they pushed hard. I do know that the plans from Dylan Bass with Joe McGowan are just epic. The plans for Bushmills just look fantastic. So well done to the guys there that they're putting an effort in. It's looking good. But it is huge. Is it the biggest? And is it the biggest? And I'm going to just say this on content alone. Is it the biggest whiskey festival in the world this year? Someone tell me it's not. Someone tell me it is not the biggest whiskey festival in the world this year. Prove it that it's not. Because at the moment, I'm not going to say it is, but I want someone to prove me that it's not. Someone told me the other day they had the biggest the biggest whiskey festival in the world with 9 hours of content. I had to say, I'm not sure if I can agree with that. I think 216 hours of content tops and trumps that by a country mile. But look, each to their own. Each to their own. And if they want to be saying silly wee things, then fair enough. I just think that what we're about is interesting. We're community led. You guys have given me lots of food for thought. Hopefully we're delivering for you. Okay. Now, yeah. Look, Sláinte, enjoy your evening. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, well, there won't be any better. John, now you've just been too kind. You've been far too kind. Listen, we'll see when we do the preview. We shall see. Listen, anyone in this chat just now, if you've not signed up or registered for the festival, for some reason, I got it working a couple of times. But if you go onto the actual website, belfastwhiskeyweek.com, there should be an option to register. Please try and register just now. That'd be very interesting. Even if you have also done, the purchasing of a pass already, try and register because I want to see that working properly. We've got a couple of hundred people registered on already, but I just want to see if it's working for everyone. Okay, and let me know what the crack is. Right. Good night, Sláinte. See you on Monday. 100% at 8:30, and we've got some guests. At the moment, we have 3 guests on Monday night, so we shall see you all there. All right. Thank you very much. Sláinte, good night. Thank you.